All right, we are live. Vikings making some moves. They're early. They're making a lot of moves.
The scissors are out and they have no feelings. They're just cutting people left and right. And most of these are expected. There are some surprises in the Vikings' early cut so far.
Oh yeah, there's not just the Vikings, just watching around the league. Quite the names coming out here. Going to be a lot of very good football players looking for new homes, including all that you see in red for the Vikings. They still have a ways to go, but we'll give her a minute. Let people trickle in. Give us your thoughts in the comments.
Absolutely. Again, it's a damn exciting day, and some of our heartstrings are tied to these players because what they did in the preseason and in training camp doesn't mean they're gone. Sometimes it's just see you later. And I think a lot of these guys in red will end up on our practice squad, which we already predicted in our video the other day.
Yeah, but some of them are gone.
Oh, some of them are gone for sure.
Some of them are gone. Jim Starts in the house. T-Bass is in the house. Bad storms in Minnesota. Yeah, I think we lucked out. I did at one point wake up last night and wonder if my house was going to fly away though.
I didn't even wake up, so I don't know. I didn't realize it was even because it was even raining.
Yeah, it was. Vikings still have a little under 3 hours to get down to the 53. Jelly Monster in the house. I don't know if it's just this year. Maybe I just don't remember, but it seems like all the teams are really ahead of the game. Maybe it was just Spielman thing that we would wait. They would never come out till right at 3, and they would just all just vomit.
I don't know. Well, back in the day too, there wasn't as many to cut. Remember that? I mean, you had like multiple cut down dates to get to the 53. So this was like the third one. So it wasn't as many names to cut either. So this is the kind of the way it's been. I had a feeling this would trickle in throughout the day. So
yeah, but Spielman, I mean, they would not release those, even the final cuts. It would wait. It would usually be after 3 until you see the damn list.
If you remember Vikings the last couple of years, there's always a couple that we're not quite sure about until the final list is released. So kind of expect that to happen again today. But we'll see. It sounds like they're trying to trade some guys. Sounds like there's still some wheeling and dealing to be done. So hopefully, maybe the Vikings can at least acquire 1 or 2 draft picks, if not something else today.
Hey, you're going to fantasy land there. I love how everyone they're like, yeah, Vikings plan on releasing Ja'Kalen Roy unless they can find someone to trade for him. It's like, yeah, right. That's like someone trading for Lupkus tonight. It ain't happening.
I mean, you never know which teams had hard-ons for these guys in the draft process.
Yeah, but when you put it out there, they know you're releasing them. It's like, okay, they're releasing them. I might get to trade anything for them. It's just funny.
Yeah, but you want to be the
some
first
of these
one
names you see, like, unless they get a trade for, it's like, yeah.
I mean, you got another thing. I mean, it's waiver claims, so I mean, the shittier teams are going to have higher claims.
I know. It's just I just get a kick out of some of the guys. It's
and some of these are surprising. You see the names attached to it, but
Ryan Dylan Dotson in the house. Dots very underrated. Candy Don Donkey says keep Kenny. Bad news, man. He's already gone.
Yeah,
and he ain't coming back.
I think Dots are ranked right where they should be.
They're fine. Not great. Underrated, I said. Just no one ever goes and buys Dots.
My wife does.
The only time you eat Dots is when it's a Halloween treat that your kids don't want to eat. Bo Richter. We're gonna go through all these, but Bo Richter, obviously one that we knew was coming. Gut punch one there. We want him back in the practice. It was funny. I'm already seeing. I saw a big content creator for the Rams retweet when the Bo Richter got cut. He's like, Rams, you know what to do. Like, sign this guy.
No.
Come on, you know what?
No.
Hands off, buddy.
Stay the hell away from our Richter.
Yeah, no, it's the Richter scale.
Tide and VA just bought Dots last week.
Really? Did you chuck the yellow and green ones away, or did you actually eat those things?
These are the best ones.
It's red and pink for me.
Red tastes like rubber.
You shouldn't eat rubber. You shouldn't know what rubber tastes like.
No, I do. I know exactly what it tastes like.
Yes. Let's see. Let's see in the comments any your biggest surprise or more, otherwise. I mean, I'm surprised that some of these guys are still on the team.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting who they wait on and who they don't wait on. Like, do they feel like there's some advantage to cutting these guys earlier?
Well, I mean, the wide receiver hasn't been touched except for Justin Hall. No. Wide receiver, inside linebacker, cornerback. They still got some work to do there. Offensive line has been Tyrese Robinson. Yeah, I was pretty surprised about that one, especially being early. I'm surprised I didn't say unless we get a trade offer.
I didn't see that regarding Tyrese Robinson. But yeah, a guy we both thought would kind of make the team. I didn't make him over Dalton Reisner, but instead they put Dalton Reisner on the IR. Still, I don't know who your backup was. He playing right guard or left guard?
Tyrese Robinson was, I believe, currently our backup left guard. Juergens, that's good news for Juergens. And we're going to be going live again at 2:30 when we get closer to the final roster. But shit was just happening so flurry. What's the word?
Ferocious.
We had to hop on. When I saw Kenny and Nwangwu say that he's getting cut, I was just like, what's going on? That's crazy. Yeah. Nobody would have guessed that. If you would have guessed that, you're lying.
To me, that's the biggest surprise of these cuts so far today. And you know, we kind of thought about it, you know, with the new kickoff rule, would he fit that or not? But the fact he actually looked like a running back this preseason, busting out the big run against the Raiders, running well against the Browns, finding holes, you know, vision, power, it was all there. And they even play against the Eagles, and he's really, sounds like it was a mutual parting that Kenny wanted a bigger role on an offense.
Well, and you know what? If that's the case, Vikings just knew that wasn't going to happen. I guess good on them. I mean, big question marks. Who's going to be running back 3? I want Houston to cut Cam Akers. I want to sign Cam Akers back. That would be beautiful. And Cam Akers, I mean, he had a good preseason. The dude looked good. I mean, he was amazing. Healthy. He's buried on that Texans depth chart, so it'd be very surprising if he actually makes that team. So you never know. He could be coming back, and he'd be a beautiful number 3.
Oh God, that'd be something. Yeah, Myles Gaskin, that was no surprise. Like, we all knew that was coming. And, you know, maybe he ends up in the practice squad. We'll see where that goes. But
yeah, I would fully anticipate him being back in the practice squad. Duke Shelley he's still on the squad.
I got him all right here. No, Duke Shelley is still on the team. AJ Green and Jalen Williams were the cornerbacks cut yesterday.
Yeah, so offensive line.
Hi, Renee.
We're at we got 10 offensive linemen on the roster right now. So really, I would expect maybe just like Henry Bird.
Yeah.
Otherwise, our offensive line is pretty much it. Receivers, a lot of work to do. I think there's about 14 more moves they need to make. And if you look at it, you figure we're going to keep 5 receivers. I mean, 4 of those moves alone are going to be like wide receiver.
Yeah, wide receiver.
Inside linebacker is going to be a couple. Safeties probably going to be at least one. You know, this guy right here who they're trying to actively get a first-round pick for.
Did they get one yet?
Someone tweeted it out saying that I don't know if they said they're in talks or it at least alluded that there's potentially interest. Like, it wasn't just they're trying to trade him. It was like, they're having conversations maybe.
Talk to me anything. Talk to me. You call someone.
If we get anything for Lewis Cine, I might pop the bubbly that I've been saving for the Super Bowl.
Okay, don't do that.
I'll just be so amazed.
Yeah, it would be shocking at this point. How about the ginger snap? That one hit you, or did you know it was coming?
You know, if it was 2 years ago, it would have hurt a lot. But when he was playing in the fourth quarter of the last preseason game, it's like, all right, I still think he's going to come back to the practice squad.
Yeah, I do too. Ja'Kalen Roy, just a failed experiment there. Again, a guy I was so high on. I actually thought we got a steal in the draft.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of steals.
And that one was not good. As far as who you keep on the practice squad, I mean, I think all 3 of those edges, Carter, Porter, and Richter, I mean, I would love to see all 3 of them come back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so Porter and Richter. I can't see anybody claiming them. I mean, they have to put them on the 53. If they claim them, they have to be on the 53. Andre Carter could be an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't expect him to get picked up, but if he did, I'd be like, all right, not that surprised. But really, anybody we've cut so far, I don't anticipate anybody putting a claim on.
You just never know what teams are going to do. It doesn't happen that often. We always get worried. We always get hung up on it, but it's pretty rare when we actually get somebody sniped. I think last year with the Packers took Ben Sims, a tight end. He actually played quite a bit for him last year. Bobby McCain, I saw some people, I was kind of surprised. I kind of expected Bobby McCain to get cut. That one didn't shock me at all.
Yeah, somebody wasn't Alec Lewis. Somebody like kind of was pretty surprised that is smarter than us.
Yeah, I was Yeah, I was like, okay. I think maybe Will Ragetz had it on there.
Was it? I'm surprised the inside linebacker Jordan. I always butcher his name. He's still securely on the team. Let's go back to. Oh, go ahead.
I mean, if you look at surprise guys who are on the team still, that's the one that really sticks out to me. That one.
Good special teamer. So go back to the Ja'Kalen Roy. You'd think this opens the door for Take Taiyami.
Right? Yeah.
That would be beautiful. I would love nothing more than Take Taiyami to make the squad.
I mean, Jalen Redmond's still there. Jonah Williams, I'm not sure he's 100% safe either. So we'll see who ends up making it out of those three. I'm sure a couple will. That cornerback room, man. I mean, that's another spot that's,
there's at least three guys are moving on from there.
At least three guys getting cut there.
Did you see this has nothing to do with us. Patriots cut their 4th round kicker last year, Chad Ryland. Can you imagine moving on from a 4th round kicker and we got Will freaking Reichard? Will Reichard ain't getting cut today, baby. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah, he is. He is.
Will. Chad Ryland gone. Spencer Rattler got cut.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. He's horrible. He's a horrible quarterback.
No, they were saying he was looking better than Derek Carr.
Yeah, just like Ja'Kalen Roy. Clayton Tune beat his ass out.
That's surprising. They were talking him up all preseason.
Maybe they were looking to get a draft pick for him.
I just saw Thor reposting how he was right about his Spencer Rattler take.
Thor was a Spencer Rattler guy.
Yeah, apparently he was.
It doesn't bode well for him being a JJ McCarthy guy. That's actually scary now.
Yeah. Oh, that's surprising.
There's been some big names. Someone just said Matt Breida got cut. I hadn't seen that. I 100% believe him. There's going to be some very good running backs out there. Maybe that's why they say, Kenny, kickoff ain't the same way it is. You want a bigger role. Win-win. We'll move on. Just knowing that they're going to get some sort of number 3 running back out there. It ain't going to be. I mean, it's going to be somebody new if they bring him in.
Oh shit! Worst case, you bring back Myles Gaskin. I mean, number 3 running back. So hopefully you don't have to get there that often and actually use that player. But I'm surprised Kenny would be like, I want to play more. He should be happy he made a damn. They were willing to keep him around number 3. That should have been perfect for him.
Well, he probably wants the ball more. He wants the ball out of the backfield. I mean, so going to kickoff return, it's going to be. You think it's going to be Ty Chandler? Ty Chandler is going to be our kickoff return man.
Unless they keep like a Malik Knowles or something.
Viking Funeral is in the house. Timothy Slack confirming.
Yeah. Desmond Ritter. It's like Dex Ritter did her. I mean, he's a bad quarterback. That's all you can say about Desmond Ritter. I mean, there's not much to say there.
I wanted nothing to do with that coming out of the draft. I was never a Desmond Ritter guy. I've been wrong a million times before. But Desmond Ritter,
wasn't he the one that just had a super boring interview and he's just talking and answering questions like this?
I don't want to talk about Desmond Ritter anymore.
So bad. I was surprised. I didn't think Samus Reyes had to be cut. The fact that I thought he was just like an exemption, but maybe he has to get cut and then brought back on an exemption.
I don't know how that works with the practice squad because we did the same thing last year. I can't remember the guy we had. We moved on from him. And it's like, so I don't know the
junior something.
I don't remember the rules completely on that. I'm really looking forward to the wide receiver and cornerback as far as who they end up keeping. And then at safety, like with Bobby McCain gone, does that mean Jay Ward sticking around? We know Flores wants a plethora of safeties. So does Jay Ward get a pass for another year?
God, I don't know. I'm not excited by Jay Ward at all.
Either am I. I'm just excited to see what they do.
I'd rather stock up at a different position. But I mean, there's no one left on edge. I thought we might actually keep 6 there. That's not happening now.
You had 7.
Do you keep point? I would. Yeah, I would. I'd still. I mean, look at that shitty cornerbacks in the safety room. I think there's better players at edge to keep. The D line. Will they get an extra player? I mean, maybe a receiver now, someone who can return kicks. Are they going to be kept? So I think those are the questions heading into this second half of cuts here.
Nighttime says if they cut Take Taiyami, he's 100% going to flip out. Hope you're not at work.
Well, send us a video.
Don't be getting fired today.
Smashing his TV.
Yeah, send us a video. Send us a video.
We cut Take Taiyami.
I wide receiver, something weird is going to happen.
So Doogie, I guess, was on the. This just came in Purple Persuasion. Doogie Wolfson was on the radio today. He said his sense that the Vikings will be scouring the waiver wire to see if the right interior defensive lineman ends up being available. Tier Tart was mentioned, as well as Siaka Ika, who was released by the Browns earlier today.
Siaka Ika, a third or fourth round pick? Is he fourth? I think he was fourth.
He fell further than I think.
Straight up,
took him around one once.
Big boy, nose tackle. Not a good sign getting cut after 1 year. Probably means, hey, whoops, you're not very good. I would love this dude, man. Plug him in.
Would you take him over Taki Taimani? I think I'd rather have Taki at this point.
Don't ask me tough questions like that. I feel like
breaking news.
What?
Irv Smith has been released by the Chiefs.
Bring him home, baby. Irv Smith. It was a Chief. Yeah, you're right. He was a Chief. I haven't really been keeping my eyes peeled for many other former Vikings if they've been released.
Armand Watts. I know you sent me that one. There was another
Armand
one
Watts
I thought that I saw.
He's a former everything though.
Who the hell was the other one?
All right, we got between Twitter and YouTube, we got 360 watching. Give us a like on that thing. We're gonna be back at 2:30. We're not done yet, but give us a like, hit that sub. We're trying to get to 13,000 subs, baby.
So of the guys released so far, I mean, how many do you think practice squad? I'm seeing
Mike Boone did get cut. Another one of Lupagus's boys.
He had a wonderful preseason.
Lupagus loves preseason stats.
Oh, he was in there. He played the final game with the Bears too. He ripped it up. Mike Boone. No, it was a real game.
Awesome. Guys, practice squad.
Who have been cut here?
I want Justin Hallwell on the practice squad more than anything in the world. I don't think he'll be there though. I think so. Let's start offensively. I think Gaskin will be back. Mm-hmm. I weirdly do think Justin Hall is going to be on the practice squad. I pretty much all those offensive linemen. If they can get Tyrese Robinson back on the practice squad, which I'm sure will happen, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, that would be sweet. I don't think Samuel's going to count, so I expect him to be back. James Lynch, like you mentioned, I think he's back. Jalen Roy is a good player. I feel is done. I don't think he comes back here. I think he'll try to find opportunity somewhere else.
Yeah.
All three of those edges I would love. Those two corners I could give two shits about, and by McCain. I don't know. I think he may go elsewhere.
Well, I mean, be a little rude. Jalen Williams, I think. Is this like his third or second year with the Vikings?
I think it's the second year.
I mean, he was on the active roster last year at some point, and he actually didn't play horrible. So
he was pretty bad against the Eagles.
I do expect him to be back on the practice squad.
So some of these guys to release on these first day. I mean, you can clear waivers. I mean, so could you sign them as soon as tonight?
I would like to know the thought behind their front office as far as who they let go the first day.
Yeah.
I mean, and we'll find out real quick if like none of them are on the practice squad. That's pretty telling. But some of those guys they cut, like Doug Nestor was yesterday, right? Wasn't Owen Porter yesterday?
Yeah, Owen Porter was yesterday.
You would think those are prime dudes to bring back in the practice squad.
Yeah, even Tyler Manoa's got a shot. But the Matt Corral, the Mo Abrahams, and the Neil Johnson, the guys who just came in before the last preseason game, those are kind of obvious ones that, I mean, we all want Mo to make it because he's Mo. But I think we all knew he was going to be cut.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see who they bring back. And let's talk about the guys that are out there. They're dangling, trying to trade them. So it's Asamoah, Lewis Cine. I guess that's pretty much
Caleb Evans, there was rumors they're trying to maybe see what they get for him. I thought Jalen Roy was one of them, but apparently they said, no, we're just going to cut you.
I don't think they've actually cut him yet, have they?
I
don't think it's official yet. I think he's one of the guys that are like really hoping for a.
According to this site, yeah, he has been cut.
What? Yeah, I mean, I like on this list, like some of these guys I have down here, they're just not official yet, but so maybe Roy is official now. But out of those guys, I mean, you got to think if anyone's getting traded for anything in return, it's got to be Lewis Cine. And the return is like a 7th round pick.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've had a couple surprises already. Tyrese Robinson, Kenny Nwangwu. We'll see if there's any more surprises as far as makes go at this point. Who knows? I mean, maybe they'll cut someone we assume they're going to keep. And, maybe Jordan Kunazik makes it over Kamu Grazier Hill. We don't know what's going to happen.
We don't. Titans cut Caleb Farley.
Yeah, I saw that.
Completely fits the mold of a Kwesi. Just swoops in and grabs these guys. There was somebody else too that just was like, holy shit. Terrence Marshall, the wide receiver, former second rounder.
Marshall.
He got cut by the Panthers. He must have only been drafted 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it sounds like he had a good preseason too and was still let go. But if you can't crack that Panthers wide receiving depth chart, you must be pretty tough.
Yeah. So there's some guys, and Kwesi ain't scared to give dudes second chances or go in and just try to strike gold on some of these guys. And I bet we end up bringing somebody in.
Yeah, I saw KJ Hamler, another young guy who was waived by the Bills today. I didn't know he was even on the Bills. Did we look at him? Did we keep tires on KJ Hamler?
It's not a question back here. Do you want Thayer Thomas on the squad or Malik Knowles more?
This one's tough because I'm starting to lose my shine for Thayer Thomas a little bit.
He's hurt.
I know. I'm still gonna go Thayer Thomas though.
Yeah, Thayer Thomas, Malik Knowles. I do like Malik Knowles, but Thayer Thomas, not giving up on him yet. Not yet. Viking Jerome is in the house. Terrence was a second rounder.
Yep.
TC Life is X would be a great long snapper. That's not great. Chris Bowman wants neither. So Dallas Gant still sticking around. It makes my heart happy. I'm a big Dallas Gant guy. At this, I think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna be a Minnesota Viking.
Well, I hate to see your reaction in a couple hours if he doesn't. Be very sad.
What's the worst is when they do the initial 53 and you see some of these guys who make it and then they make moves and then they like, oh, now we released the Dallas Gant like tomorrow or something. If they put in a claim, that really tugs on the heartstrings. Yeah,
at least last year was pretty obvious. I think we kept Jalen Reagor, and then we kind of all assumed if they made a move, he would be the guy out, and that was the case. So maybe it'll be obvious like that. Jaron Hall there's been nothing new on his injury status, so curious what happens with him today. In the next couple hours.
Yeah, Jaron Hall, do they keep 3? Do they end up moving on? I was listening to PA this morning. He was making a pretty damn good point as far as I can't remember how he said it, but basically like, what's the point of keeping a third quarterback? It's never going to play, especially next year. But now with the new rule, as far as having the 3 quarterbacks, I don't like that new rule. It makes me sad.
Northwoods Angling says, curious to see how the edge guys finish out. I think the edge guys are done. I think those are our 5 there.
Yeah, you would think they're not going to go less than 5 unless they do something nutty, but that's a good looking edge. It's a good looking edge group. Last year, we had Daniil Hunter, but we didn't have much else. And this is very
unless there's like a shocking, Pat Jones trade or something, but there's been no rumblings about that happening. So
I'd be okay with that.
If it did happen.
I'd be okay with that. I would be
checking
okay.
here.
Defensive line: Jalen Redmond or Taki Tayami, Jonah Williams. It's weird at this point. I feel it. Just Jonah Williams is going to get cut.
It could happen.
I feel it deep in my plums.
Deep down in my plums. Yeah, I mean, you said you feel like Dallas Gant's safe. I feel like Taki Taimani is safe right now.
Oh yeah, no, I with Jalen Roy gone, I think Taki Taimani's in. At this point, he's on the Vikings in my head.
Jalen Redmond, what a story that'd be. Late signing, makes the team. I mean, he's looked good.
He did well. He did well out there. Surprisingly did well. I thought they would trade Patrick Jones. Yeah, I bet they tried.
Robbie's saying not only would they trade Pat Jones, but he has the team and he has Dallas.
Michael Zimmer would probably love to get his hands on Patrick Jones again. Has Andrew Booth been cut yet?
I would hope so. Good God.
Good golly.
He's a bad player.
Why is Henry Bird still on the team?
I don't know. Who had him? That was pretty during the live. Someone had him as the stud as right tackle and Turd as left guard. What the hell he moved him to?
Yeah, Henry Bird. Brandon Paul, Trent Sherfield. I can't wait to see how that one shakes out. Tristan Jackson, if he actually makes the squad. Andrew Booth is playing well. He's making that team, says Jordan K. I don't think he's had a horrible time in Dallas.
He's got burned. No, then there's another one too. No, then there's one where he got completely just smoked by somebody.
It's kind of what he does. And Keel Harry's still on the team. Robert Tunyon, I'm surprised they haven't just made their announcement on that one because, I mean, he's injured, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, just those two. Yeah. I mean, Tunyon and Harry should be two obvious cuts here.
Do we keep Jay Ward? I hope not at this point. If there's teams out there cutting the Browns, who's the big guy again? Who's the big guy we love? Big nose tackle that got cut.
Oh, Sion Aki or whatever his name is.
If they're moving on from guys like that, and the Patriots are moving on from the 4th round kicker last year, I mean, Vikings, if they're not seeing it, move on. Jay Ward. There was Siaka. There we go.
Siaka.
Somebody again put it out there, just like, don't be surprised. Like Kwesi, he's not the type of guy that has an ego that's going to hold on to his crappy 2022 draft class. Like, he's going to wipe that thing clean and not even think twice about it. So there's none of that. Anybody saying like, hey, his ego is going to get in the way. They made the great analogy as far as what he used to do with the trading stocks, do all that stuff. It's like, you have a short-term memory. You got to move on real quick, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So
yeah, for 2022, 100%. But I wonder if 2023 being Jay Ward, maybe they give him one more year just to see.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean maybe, but I'm just saying this 2022 class, we're going to have Ed Ingram left.
Mark Johnson mentioned that we left Lucky Jackson off the list. He is still on the team, I believe, correct?
He is. Well, looky here.
Yeah. Look at this, Mark.
He's back. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that.
You're still good at proofing? You're still good at pickleball?
I'm glad Mark pointed that out. We should be thanking him, not getting ornery. I probably left another guy off too, but yeah, Jay Ward, I just don't he's not going to see the field.
I've never seen him do anything good, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan, but I just can't see Brian Flores keeping 4 safeties unless there's somebody out there who's been released that they want.
Robbie cutting Ty Chandler now? I can't. We only got 2 running backs. You know what? I've never been a big Ty Chandler guy. It's
weird how much you hate him.
I don't hate him at all. I don't hate anybody. Ty Chandler just doesn't move the needle for me. He's our backup running back, and it sounds like he's going to be getting a lot of carries this year. I'm going to be his number 1 fan when he gets that ball every damn time.
We're doing good, great, Tristan. And He's
saying Ty Chandler from 2022, but I thought he was giving me crap because I generally
he was 22.
So we're gonna have Ty Chandler. Nick Muse is still on there from 2022, right? And Ed Ingram. Naylor was 2022.
Mm-hmm.
God, what do we have? 9,000 picks.
We had a few that year, yeah, we did.
I just remember the bad ones, and there's a lot of them.
It's not gonna go down as a great class. It's gonna go down as one of the worst ones of all time.
Yeah, the
2005. Don't you bring
Rasmus James one was pretty not good.
And Troy Williamson was the same year.
Troy boy.
Chris Beaumont's board for practice squad.
Now everybody's proofing me. I didn't have CJ Hamler. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. 70s born, 90s swag says they'll keep Asamoah also. I don't think so.
I don't know. I think they're over that.
Yeah, I think Dallas Gant is going to get that spot, and Camus.
You know what?
Hey, Hill.
Put Dallas Gant in bold. Let's be bold here.
I don't want to jinx it. I'm not doing it. I'm not jinxing it. Dallas Gant and his family are probably watching, which we appreciate. And I'm not going to jinx. I'm not going to jinx Dallas.
His dad, Ronald
Gant, great ball player. That is not his dad, though. Lapagis is making stuff up. Get rid of Jihad. No way. Tristan, Jihad's the man. He can play multiple spots. He can put his big ass up on the defensive line, play out at edge. He's all over the place. He's going to be a sneaky, underrated player for the Vikings this year.
Oh, yeah. 5+ sacks, easy.
I'm just making noise. Stat-wise, 5 sacks would be beautiful. But
why is he screaming all the time?
He's making noise. He's making noise, baby. All right, Lapagis, which one of these guys are you most nervous for that you really like that might get cut?
Most nervous for that I really like. I'm actually feeling pretty confident, but I still go with Taki Taimani. Like, I really want him to make the team.
Oh, he's in.
I feel like he's in. But again, until it's actually done deal, I'll be a little bit nervous for that one.
I feel the same way about Nudie McLaughlin. I feel he's in. He should be in. He played enough to be in. But until he's on the 53, I'm going to be very, very scared.
How about What a surprise make that no one sees coming.
I don't know what the F is Henry Bird still doing there. Henry Bird is kind of my go-to here.
I'm gonna go Jordan Kunazik. I mean, what the hell is he still doing on this? He was only brought in here a couple weeks ago.
I mean, at inside, maybe I don't know. Henry Bird and Jordan. I would say a surprise make for me, and this isn't a surprise to many. It's just I've never really had him making the 50. I think Trent Sherfield is going to be a Viking.
How about this question? How many will make the final 53 who are not currently on this chart?
Oh, 3, 2.
Yeah. I mean, I can see a safety at this point. I can see a corner. Running back, I think we need a running back 3, and who's that going to be? So I can see.
Running back 3, and then somebody on defense, like you see the Caleb and the big boy defensive tackle getting cut. There's some good ass players out there, and defense, I think we have some wiggle room there. That's why, like the Taki Taiyami, we end up keeping him. He could be a guy tomorrow. Also, it's like, oh, he's gone, and then we bring back practice squad. Somebody confirm this? I think he's still on the roster.
He's still on the team.
Isaac Akeley says 3 will be on the 53 that are not currently on the list. Well, running back's got to be one.
Yep. You got to have 3 running backs.
They did say somebody put out there that they're going to be looking around the waiver wire for an interior offensive lineman. Could totally see a move like that. Chiefs cut Kadarius Toney. I would rather have Laquan Treadwell back.
He might be. He won't go away. He won't go away.
That's that dude, man. He's making a career out of it. I love it.
He is. I give him credit too.
Nashon, Robbie says Nashon is a surprise make 6'4", 4'7". Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't know.
Jurgen's going to make it. I think he has to at this point.
Yeah, he almost does. I mean, it depends where they put Dan Feeney, though.
No moves. Not a single move has been made since we've been on here. I figured for sure N'Keal Harry was going to be released during the show.
I've been watching it. I haven't seen a single one yet. Just other teams been rolling in here.
Yeah. What? Any other big names?
No, it sounds like they really want to keep Andre Carter, though. Dougie Wilson said that.
Oh, yeah, of course they do. Luke Braun just tweeted out, Jalen Roy should fire his agent. He's one of the few who actually did play fine but got pushed out by a crowded room of upstarts. Loves Jalen Roy.
I don't remember seeing him play.
I remember seeing him play. I don't remember seeing him do anything.
He's barely out there. But you know what? I'm not going to argue with Luke. Smart man.
Smarter than us. All right. Everybody's mildly freaking out about the Bo Richter cut.
Other than the Rams guy, I mean, I don't feel like there was a ton of
Richter is
league-wide buzz around him. I think we're fine.
Yeah, he's like I said. We said when we started, I don't think anybody we've cut is going to get claimed. Nobody's going to put a claim on him. Maybe Andre Carter so far. So
is Nudie the only? Well, Nudie and Taki could be the 2 undrafted guys making this roster.
Dallas Gant, baby, show some respect.
Dallas Gant. So potentially 3. Okay, I'll just try to get that number in my head.
Nudie, Gant, Taki. Horrible. Takis are horrible, by the way. What are they even called? There's not a chip. It's not a chip.
It's like a tortilla roll. I don't know. It's
gross.
I don't love them, but sometimes I'll eat them just to kind of challenge myself if I can.
What are you challenging?
Something I can get without having to have something to drink. They're hot. Breaking news by Thomas. He says Bo has holes in his game. Well, Thomas, you have holes too in your body.
At least he put in his game after that.
Yeah.
Could have been much worse. Nighttime confirms those are ass. I don't know if I don't consider them chips. Consider them just a horrible.
I would rather have Takis or Bugles.
I'd rather eat my own butt than have Bugles. Roy Sean Kenny going to be traded or cut. Yeah, you know what? Kenny, I think he was another guy that I forgot to say that they're maybe going to trade if they can't cut him. So we got Kenny, Jalen Roy, Brian Asamoah, Lewis Cine, all guys. Caleb Evans that they've reportedly going to try to trade Inappropriate. 56 likes. Hit that like button. Let's get over to Hondu right now. Hit that like button between Twitter, YouTube. We got 480 watching.
Yeah, I hope to see CJ Ham split out wide, going deep. That's always.
No, we'll see CJ Ham go for a 4-yard pass on 3rd and 18. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Will Thielen be cut by the Panthers? Nah, I think they owe him like $18 billion regardless.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I think we got our receivers. I'm looking at all 5 of them right now.
Chris Olsen says at the 2:30 show, you're going to have people come on live. Damn right we're going to have people come on live. We got nothing but time at 2:30.
Yeah.
You guys get your reaction. Give us your most surprising cut, the one that hurt your heart, whatever. Whatever you want to talk about. You want to talk about Takis? Come on and eat some Takis. Let's do it.
Yeah, so many Takis you can eat on air without choking. Just checking again if there's any updates coming in. I don't.
Yeah, hit that like button. Let's get over a Hondu.
Miles Murphy got
beautiful, and be sure to hit that sub button too. Appreciate everybody hopping on.
Oh
yeah. Noah Brown was cut by Houston. Saw that.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could remember how to say his last name. I did a video on him too, and I was nailing it.
Kunacek.
You know, it is Kunacek. Jordan Kunacek. Got some experience out there.
He's still, some reason, he's still on this team.
Him and Henry Bird are hiding right now in the facility, so nobody can find him to tell him.
They can't cut me if they can't find me. That's actually smart. That's what Wumbar did 8th grade football. He was hiding so you make the team.
There wasn't even any cuts, and I was worried that I may, in fact, get cut. Would you be open to signing Terrence Marshall? Yeah, why not? It's another one of Quace. It's right up his alley. A guy that has not panned out.
Yeah. There's a few of those guys.
Red is the cut. Is the cut. Or reported will be cut.
Yeah.
Cut. A lot of decent receivers out there. Sherfield should be safe to make the practice squad. Levi Drake Rodriguez, nothing on him. Oh, yeah. He was he was a 7th rounder. Never mind.
He was 7th rounder, yeah.
Jacob Cuevas.
Just again checking here, not seeing anything new.
Yeah, we're going to be back on in an hour and a half.
But just like you said earlier, so much to report. The shit was happening early, fast and furious.
Boswell's just getting the news on Kenny. Take some time, mourn.
It was weird because that was one, like, I think right after the draft, like, okay, he's probably gonna get cut. There's a early spot for him, and then all of a sudden, you start seeing him run the football. Like, holy shit, okay, maybe he can be a running back in the league, and then he gets cut. Yeah, I mean, a good preseason, didn't play last game, cut. Remember that for next year.
Happens every year.
Mm-hmm.
Cine is one that if we cut him, he gets picked up by someone in the AFC North and becomes an All-Pro. Very specific. Very specific. You know what? Cine needs he needs a change of scenery. It is not going to happen here. Confidencing, whatever. If Cine goes somewhere else and rips it up, like, I'm generally going to be happy for the dude. Like, I want it to happen. Mm-hmm. I want it to happen. I'm not going to be mad and be like, we should have kept him, because I don't think it was going to happen here.
Let's bowl grape. Yeah, Desmond King. The guy seems like he gets released every year, and every year I want him so damn bad.
Yeah, every year we do a video basically like, let's sign Desmond King. He's the best available cornerback out there. Let's sign him. We never get. He was the dude on the Chargers, right?
Yeah, corner, safety. He can return. He's a dynamic player. He always gets cut though. He must not be very good.
We've had a couple mentions of Matt Breida.
Yeah,
Matt Breida coming in.
He's got to be older than shit. How old is Matt Breida?
D'Amico Ryans could like Cine. Yeah, I mean, if and when Cine gets cut or traded or ever, he's gonna get a shot. It's the same thing as Quasey likes to do. He likes to go cherry pick some of these guys that didn't pan out. Louis Cine will be very appealing. There was teams that probably would have loved to have him in that draft. Unfortunately, we took him. Yeah, Bailey Zappi got cut.
He did.
I love Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, I don't know if he's very good though. Matt Breida is 29 years old.
Not even bad. Killed him at 29.
Yeah, I mean, my back wouldn't hurt every morning.
Jesus, your back hurts in the morning? You need a different mattress. You should get a mattress sponsor.
Yeah, you should. Let's work on it. Imagine the commercials we can shoot.
What's that?
Imagine the ads we can shoot for that.
Oh, God. A lot of videos. So many videos. Caleb Farley. I want to keep saying Caleb Murphy. Yes, sir.
I mean, at least we kind of have an idea now. Like seeing Kwesi through a couple of these cut days, like what he's looking for after the draft, who he's willing to take a chance on. And again, he's always made a trade. Will that continue this year? I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here, as they say. I still expect him to swing some kind of a deal, whether he's bringing somebody in or getting something.
Oh, we're getting something. We're getting something from one of these dudes. Lewis Cine, a Caleb Evans. We're getting a 7th-round pick, and I'm going to be very happy. I'm going to worship. I'm going to cherish that 7th-round pick.
Breaking news from Leonard Shelvin. He says 1971 was a terrible draft.
I was still bouncing from nut to nut, as they say.
Really? Which one was your favorite?
Both. 78 likes. Hit that like button. Let's get over 100 likes. Let's go. And then 2:30 when we come back on, we might have to celebrate the big roster day. Might have to give away a hat or a shirt or maybe a couple of both. Why not?
Conditional 7s, pointless rhetoric. Yeah.
Conditional 7s, we would take it. We would take it at this point. It's better than just flat out cutting them. I think we trade Lewis Cine. We save like a $1.75 million or something too. Greg Joseph is the Packers kicker.
Unless they get somebody else, but yeah,
that is beautiful.
He beat out Anders Carlson.
You know what?
Good for third leg Greg.
Good for him for making it. And we all know that if it comes down to a field goal kick and Greg Joseph goes out there with the Packers, of course he's just going to put that thing directly through like he's been doing it for years. But I will not be scared every time he lines up.
Hey, Bruce, how's it going?
What up, Bruce?
Okay. Thomas is from Left Nut because he's not right. Makes sense. Thomas coming up for a big trivia win over Matamida last.
We're at 88 likes. Hit that like button. We're not leaving until we get a Hondu. We'll be here just staring.
Yeah. You mentioned this earlier, but I'm surprised Bob Tunnion's still around. Like, I mean, I assumed he'd have been one of the first cuts just because he hasn't done anything.
Yesterday, PA had him on making the final roster.
Really? He was the first one saying he wouldn't be on it.
He had him making it over Nick Muse, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I love Nick Muse.
Nick Muse, he'll be on the squad. We all love Nick Muse.
Again, just scrolling here for anything breaking. The Vikings are having lunch right now. Taking a break.
Dusty Ray, what up? Does Kwesi keep Cine? If it's 3:00 and Lewis Cine's on the roster, you're going to see a very confused one bar, and I may have a beer in my hand.
Really? Wow.
I don't know. It's a big day, right?
It's a big day, a huge day. One of the biggest days of the year.
Tomorrow will be very fun to see actually what corresponding moves they end up making. Practice squad. The practice squad can come out tomorrow at what? Like at the same 4?
Is that what it is? I don't know. I mean, you would think these guys they released yesterday. I mean, I got clear waivers today. It's 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, to be honest. So on final cut day,
everything's changing from what it used to be.
95. We got 5 more to go, baby. 5 more.
We're so close.
Right, Greg. No other news?
No. There was some talk about Cam Bynum and extension. There's been some talks there. I saw that come out. Sounds like it's not close, but at least the talks have started.
Yes, they IR'd Reisner. They put Hawkinson on the PUP. Gabriel Murphy is on the IR.
That is confirmed, right? They did do that.
So he's somebody said who was it? Actually sounded like his knee injury was kind of something not great.
Well, it just shows you how much they like him. I mean, if he's
he should have 100 likes for the shape of up against his head.
Is it perfect? Is that what?
It is perfect. Bring back Dalvin. It sounds like Dalvin's going to be a cowboy.
A cowboy, yeah.
Are you guys Canadians? No, but we're damn close.
We're pretty damn close. Very close.
3 hours away.
Yeah, maybe for you. Me, hour and a half.
That's not true. You live right up the road.
Fast driver.
No, you're not. Dalvin going to the Cowboys. Yeah, we got very thick accents.
Samaje Perine. I don't think.
You know what? There's been a lot of tweets out there about Perine. and the Vikings. I don't
101.
Oh, let's go. Tristan's even announced
Thank you. Thank you, Knack. That means more to us than we'll ever know.
Knack is a Canadian. Anyone heard about Booth? Nah, supposedly still a Dallas Cowboy as of now.
Yeah, that's shocking. We'll see. Maybe they're like, if you guys cut Booth, we'll cut Nation, right?
Sign him back. Sign him back. I don't know. I think Zimmer wants to really make something out of Andrew Booth just to be like, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass, Vikings.
Wow.
Booth. All right. Well, hey, we're going to be back in an hour and a half. So come on back by then. We're going to be able to watch all the final cuts, see if there's any trades going on, go over it all. So be sure to come on back. Son of a Beavers wants to know how many 7th rounders we're going to pick up today. I'm hoping for
a
one.
Couple.
Give me one.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit more greedy. I want 2. I want 2 of them.
Just one. You are too greedy. It can even be next year.
Oh my God.
Doesn't have to be this year. Just give us something.
Wow.
Luminous grin. Hey, Tristan Jackson's official Mankato winner. I bet overhead. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Hey, appreciate everybody hopping on. We're going to be back on in an hour and a half. Keep those likes coming in. Hit that sub button.
Hell yeah. Go get some lunch.